Charlize here. Thank you so much for watching. So today my message, I just wanted to talk about basically about failure. I recently heard someone say that basically to become wise, you must first become a fool. And at first I thought it was just a quote, but I realized it was a Bible verse. So it's like First Corinthians 3rd chapter 18th verse, and that really that verse really stood out to me because as someone who at one point kind of just thought that they were perfect. I know, hey, don't get me started with that. But as someone who had to go through or who had to learn that it's okay to make mistakes, this really stood out for me because there was one point where I really beat myself up because of divorce and because of foreclosure and bankruptcy and those things that society just sees as like huge failures. I really had to relearn or rethink how I saw myself. But even in the Bible, it's showing me that you have to be a fool in order to become wise. So now that I've gone through those things or experienced those things, now I have learned, I have grown from those experiences. So it's basically failure is learning. And we get so distraught on what is happening to us at the moment, that we're not realizing that we're growing. And so this is just to make sure that you remind yourself that even though you may have failed, you may have made a mistake, whatever it is, you are growing, and that's okay. But we have to be vulnerable enough to admit to the mistake and to look at the whatever the situation is that we deem as a failure. We have to look at it as a learning, as a lesson, that something that we had to go through in order to grow. Like if we look at Thomas Edison, I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but like with him and that light bulb, I believe they say like maybe he failed, I don't know, was it 1,000 times or hundreds of times? However, I know it was a huge number. But had he just focused on all of those times that he didn't make it, instead of that one time where he did, he kept going, kept going. So all of those mistakes are where people may have even thought he was foolish. All of those mistakes got him to where he was successful. So just to throw that out there, just a reminder that failure is learning. So don't beat yourself up if you have gone through something big, or even if it's a small mistake that you are learning from. Whatever it is, it's there just to teach you a lesson. You will get through it. So stay strong. All right. Talk to you next time. Take care.